Good morning. My name is Michael Leeserman here with the Trial Guide's tip of the day this Thursday, October 19th, 2023. Today's tip comes from the video, Winning the Unwinnable Case, Key Techniques for Every Trial. And this is by David Ball and Gary Johnson. We have David Ball here to read it for us. Good morning, David.
And full disclosure, before I do, I am certain, though this is many years ago, I can hear Gary, who to me is one of the geniuses in the world. He's a kind of legendary lawyer in Eastern Kentucky. Pikeville, I can hear Gary saying these words, and they are, there is nothing more powerful than believing in your case with every fiber of your body. You cannot be shaken if you believe in the justice of your case. Do not try a case you do not believe in.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you haven't heard Gary, he is a wonderful lawyer. Get this video. This video is great. He goes into some details of strategies of cases the two of you worked on together. So what about this? This just resonates with me as deeply true. Believe in your case or don't take it. It's one of the rare things that the plaintiff has over the defense. We get to choose the
Yes,
cases we want.
it's a big deal. And it's when Gary said this, I mean, this is 10, 15, 16, a long time ago. And it's kind of a precursor to what we're seeing more and more of today, like Michael, your Zen book, like Nick Rowley's Trial by Human Material, where Rick Friedman's book, Beyond Technique, where after all is said and done, the human being that you are and what you think and what you believe and what your values are in terms of the case in front of the jury, we're seeing finally how incredibly important those things are. And I ignored that for years. There's not much of that in my earlier books. I was an engineer, but ultimately you're not an engineer. Ultimately, you are the person doing this thing. And when you're in front of somebody who truly believes something and then can show you why what he believes in is true, you've got a credibility that can survive. You got overturned on some objections or whatever. Not everything in the case went through it. Your focus, your person that you are, is working on behalf of. I don't like fighting because I don't like turning trial into a battle. I think that's the wrong mindset. It's a campaign for what you honestly believe, for what is true. So that when you give even your outrageously high figure, if you do, the juror's impression is this is something you truly believe and not something you're trying to maneuver them into. I think it's extraordinarily important advice from Gary. I almost feel bad that it's hit. If you just look at the heading of this, it looks like something I said. I wish I had said this back then. And one of the things that Artemis and I do when we work with the lawyers we work with, if somebody's going to call a consultant, it means to some degree they're insecure about whether they can win their case or not. You also need to be while you always know you can lose, you need to be convinced that you can win this damn thing after all, looking at all the warts, all the horrible things that are wrong with it. The truth of the thing is something for you to make yourself part of. And there's no quick way to do that. Read Rick's Beyond Technique. Read Zen. What's the whole title? I had the book sitting over the wall, whatever. What's the title of your? It's a full title of your
It's
book.
the Zen Lawyer Winning with Mindfulness.
That's right. Zen Lawyer. Just go to Trial Guys. You'll see that. I strongly recommend that, Rick's book, other things that get you into the world of truth, empathy, putting yourself in the shoes of the jurors who were listening to you, of your client who came to you, even of the defense attorney who's fighting you. So that the best parts of the human that you are, I'm not trying to change you, the best part of the human that you already are starts becoming the thing that's on the threshing floor in front of the jury. And that starts with a belief in the justice of the case, not a belief in the skill of your method. You need both. But the true belief is in the justice of the case.
Yeah, believing in the justice and believing in the jury. I know some lawyers that will, you know, I know there's debates about selecting and deselecting juries and jurors, I should say. But I think to be a trial lawyer, a really effective one, and to believe in the case also means to believe in the system and that jurors will do the right thing when you give them the chance and guide.
And when they don't, you could have gotten to them if you'd done it. In other words, don't blame them. It doesn't, first of all, it doesn't do you any good. And second of all, I learned this from Eric Oliver, a great consultant in Michigan years ago, also a very dear friend, who said, you got to try your cases if you ended up with the worst jury on the planet. And he's right about that. You can't blame things that you can't control because that never helps you. How can I look at the things I can't control and do what I need to do anyway? And this little tip from Gary is one of the ways to do that.
Great. Well, thank you for reading Gary's tip from this video.
My pleasure. I always like giving the world more of Gary's words. That's why we did this video.
All right. Let's take a deep breath together and appreciate the fact that we are alive this Thursday. May we be grateful for the opportunity of another day to go out and use our efforts, our work as lawyers, as legal professionals, paralegals, or whatever we do in the world to help reduce suffering in the world. May we help repair the world in the work we do today. May we fiercely and compassionately advocate for our clients. May we champion their stories. I'm going to ring a bell 3 times now. This can take you into a meditation practice, a prayer practice, or just remind you, it's Thursday. Wake up, go out, do good things, and have fun while you're doing it. Have a great day.